We can't do it, you know? So we have been voting for PNP and JLP for the last 79 years. We keep switching between the two, the worst of the two evils, you know? And we have gotten nowhere.
That was Omseed Donald, a very popular individual on TikTok, and trust me, he's very educated. So he's talking about SSL and the whole crime and violence in Jamaica. But right now, we just have to talk about the crime, plague the country. So before I play the video, quick news. Gunmen fire shots at nationwide office. Honestly, I don't know what Jamaica town in if a little 80 or a war go on. It's like, why the man him take up this mentality? Reports are that about 4:30 p.m. a car drove along the Bradley Avenue, St. Andrew, where the news network's office is located, and several shots were fired towards the building. A motor vehicle closest to the gate of the premises were allegedly shot 4 times, which is the same vehicle on screen. I understand that several members were also reported to be in the parking lot at the time of the attack. People scatter run back in the building and wonder if them are going to pursue inside the building. Unfortunately, the vehicle drove off. Jaja, how brazen them man have no control whatsoever, Now since the incident, I realize a whole heap of people is like them lose a screw upstairs. These people are coming to talk about popcorn, the whole melon thing. I guess they need work at the same location. Why would people even think that? The other speculation I see a couple of people are run with is the PNP government, and JLP. Some people say Dayton Campbell is a part of it, or Andrew, unless them sending goons up there to make it look like a PNP. Like, we don't understand how I'm the Jamaicans, But I don't understand still. Just the other day, the Prime Minister said crime a go down. I wonder which part him live. It doesn't look like the same Jamaica where the people in my experience. Because every day is another crime. 3, 4, 5 get turned over. Now when time the man them feel the power of even go attack a news station. Honestly, the rate in which these criminals are operating, don't surprise them attack the government building next. And it's sad, but maybe them need to fight to can up there so Andrew Holness and them cronies them can wake up and actually do something about crime and violence in our country. And if for a second you ever think or consider, say, listen, the government not responsible, then on a lose a screw star. Remember, Jamaica don't make gun, And regardless, we know so we are responsible for our own destiny. Regardless of that, there is not much opportunity provided for the youths. And not until Jamaicans can look past the color, the green and the orange. Anytime you can look past those two parties, then the country go better. But right now, it's mentality where we have a final JLP or PNP, and then when time it switch and them forward in a government at the same result.
So someone asked me, what can Up Jamaica movement of the people do for Jamaica? And I said, not much. At least not without you, me, your family, my family, your neighbors, your community, your district, your parish, Jamaica in general, and Jamaicans home and abroad. If we can get together, we're unstoppable. I am positive, 100% positive that if we work together as Jamaicans, they can't stop us. Okay? So politicians have been making promises from my idea about what they're going to do and what them can do. And every election cycle they come and they say they're going to do this and do that. And then you see them and you won't see them again for another election cycle. It's politics. They keep tricking you and tricking you and tricking you, and you keep following the same tricks all the time. Jamaicans, we can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. We can't do it, So we have been voting for PNP and JLP for the last 79 years. We keep switching between the two, the worst of the two evils, And we have gotten nowhere. So we need to change that. And we have this complex where we want somebody to deliver us. We want a Moses. And we're looking without instead of looking within. We're all Moses. And that's what we need to be. We work together as a team in unity. Trust me, we'll get to the promised land. But we have to do it together. No politicians can do it for you. They can't. Because they don't know what you want. Because they don't ask. They assume they know what you want. But they do what it is for themselves and the interests of those who control them. The puppet masters. Okay? So we got to understand that politics, it divides us. It has divided us for a long time. There are a lot of different things that divide us, but politics is one of them. Putting PNP against GLP, and it makes no sense. So we need to be careful what we do. As I said, I'm 100% positive that if we work together as Jamaican, we'll make Jamaica better. We'll stop the corruption, we'll stop the crime, We'll stop the extortion. We'll stop the scammers, because we can do it. We can do it. But we have to do it together. The major issue is government. And they're at the head of the stream. And if the head of the stream is dirty, trust me, the water that trickles down is going to pollute every single institution in Jamaica. Because they've seen it from the top, and they know that these people don't get prosecuted or exposed. So they do it because there's no accountability. You know, we have to change that. We definitely have to change that. We got to fix the corruption at the top. And one way to fix that is to hold them accountable. Make sure you can't go in a politics poor and come out rich. It has to be transparent. You know, where you get that from, where you get this from. You know, another thing we got to cut out is the kickback and the bribery. If I have a contract with the government and I need to put a bid out, I don't need to give you a kickback to get the job. If I'm qualified, give me the job. You know, let me compete against my peers and get on the job. You know, the RFPs or requests for proposal that you have out there, look at what I have, look at what I can do, and give me the job based on merit, not because I'm your friend. We don't need nepotism in this. You know, because your friend not necessarily able to do the work, your family not necessarily able to do the work. We need to give people who are competent to do the work. That's what we need to do. We have some of the biggest scammers in Jamaica, in the government. Not about white collar crime, because they're in there. And some of them scam more than the local scammers that's on the street making calls and trying to get people money. We can't put the facts to God in house. If the government is corrupt, how can they guard the scammers when they're scammers themselves? It's not going to work. And that's why it's so prevalent in Jamaica. We need to fix that. You know, you're driving on the street, you know, the cop stops you. Right or left? What is that? Oh, you gotta write me a ticket or I have to leave something. Some of the cost of that's because they're not being paid. They're not being paid. You know, the government has no money to pay civil servants, but yet them can find money in the budget to pay over 200% to themselves. You know, who is overseeing that? You know, who do you work for? You work for the Jamaican people. Nobody not give you a raise. You gotta earn it. We need to do an evaluation to see if you're functioning in the capacity that you were hired to do. You know, you can't go in at the government poor and come out rich. No. Not go so. Not go so. So what we should consider doing too, no politicians should earn anything outside of their duty as a public servant during their tenure as a politician. You can't get rich off of the backs of poor people. No. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. On our teeth, and we need to stop it. The minute we start prosecuting these government people, you see low-level people, them, guaranteed them are gonna fall in line. They will fall in line. The next topic that I want to touch on is constitutional reform. So, you know, bear with me. We can get there. And again, we are up Jamaica, movement of the people, and we are united.